They call me Dan, the Lakers fan. And I got a master plan for the Lakers back to the promised land. Spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equal. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jet.
What up, Laker family? It is your boy DTLF back with another video. Guys, I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a little bit. It's good to see everybody. What up, Kimmy Goat? All right, so here we go, man. NBA Finals Game 3. These games are very separated, so each game feels like its very own event. But happy Wednesday, Daniel. How you doing? Good to see you. Each game feels like its own completely different event, and I'm here for it. I mean, the more basketball, the merrier. 9 lives, Laker fam unit. Good to see you all. But I'm going to go ahead and do pregame here with you guys today. Plus, got a couple new rumors, NBA related, some interesting ones, some not so much. Also, I will do one entry of underdog and prize picks at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Game tips off at the bottom of the hour at 5:30, so this will be pretty brief. Very busy today. Just made it home in time to go ahead and do this live with you guys. But all right, let's get into it because the Thunder and the Pacers are currently tied at 1-1 in the series, all right? A series a lot of people thought it was going to be boring because they didn't have a lot of crazy star-powered names, which if you're a basketball diehard like me, you know Shea versus Halliburton is as good as it gets as far as star-power names go. But two very deep teams, two teams that are leading the new generation of no super teams. It's a beautiful thing, and I think this series right here has the potential to go 6 or 7 games. We'll see what happens, but these are the keys to the game tonight for the Thunder and the Pacers winning. And I'm going to start from the top, man. They have whoever controls the paint is going to win this series. All right, starting with tonight. Paint touches have been the deciding factor in the series so far. Indiana outscored OKC in the paint in Game 1 win, 21-15, while OKC dominated the paint in Game 2, 24-10, hence the score, right? So the Thunder have outscored the Pacers by 20 points in the paint overall through 2 games, which is why I feel the Thunder will still win the series. We're getting back to old school basketball. We're getting back to paint touches, not so much shot jacking, not so much running behind screens and all that weird stuff. All right? So, man, I'm very heartbroken, RP. I'm very, very heartbroken, bro, about that. And it's hard. It's hard, bro. But, prayers up to all the families and all the victims that are being rounded out. Just came here to look for the American dream and are being treated like criminals. So prayers up for all of them and their families, and may God protect them, man, because, again, the riots have been going crazy, but nothing seems to stop ice, unfortunately. All right. So, yeah, we talked about inside scoring. Let's go with defense. Let's be honest. The defense, the discipline without fouling, both teams have been playing physical defense. I love the fact that the NBA isn't calling every single call. But OKC's aggressive has been really very aggressive, turning over, forcing the Pacers to make mistakes, and that has been a huge difference right there, man. Matter of fact, Tyrese Halliburton, Halliburton was clutching Game 1, but still hasn't had a 20-point game yet. That's credit to the Thunder defense right there, man. He really struggled in Game 2, really, really, really struggled in Game 2, and but here's the thing: he's going back in front of his home crowd, and his ability to bounce back is phenomenal. I think Halliburton, regardless of what anybody says, in my opinion, just my opinion, I think he's a superstar. Why? He's showing up big time in those moments when his team needs him the most, and he elevates everybody's play, everybody from A to Z, right? So again, Halliburton has been nothing short of impressive. So yeah. Let's see if they can get him going tonight for the Pacers, but also the Thunder. If you shut him down like they did last game, they're going to win the series because he is the engine that drives the Pacers. They also have Siakam, who's also a defensive two-way player, but the real engine, the heart and soul of that team is Tyrese Halliburton. They go as he goes, and if he doesn't go, they don't go, right? The bench production and the depth, all right? OKC's bench outscored Indiana's 48-33 in Game 2. Alex Caruso had a whopping 20 points off the bench. And even Aaron Wiggins, Andrew Wiggins' little brother, had 18. That's probably not going to happen again on the road, right? Probably not. But if the Thunder can sustain somewhat of a level of productivity, that's going to help the starters tremendously. And again, I would have them winning tonight. If the Pacers role players, since it's a home game, outplay the Thunder, then the Thunder might be in for a long night. But all in all, this Thunder team has been battle tested. The reason it was so easy for me to pick them as the favorites, they all year long, they had the best record in basketball all year long. They've been winning games on the road, and I expect them to win tonight. And subsequently, I expect them to win the series. But the Pacers, we cannot take them for granted because this is a team that has fought hard every single series, and every single series they're right back in the thick of things. So credit to them. Credit to them and everything they have done to get to this point. They don't get here by accident, right? I agree, RP. I agree, bro. Couldn't have said it better myself, brother. Couldn't have said it better myself. It's unfortunate, man, but hey, you know, we got to be here for our people, man. That's all we can do. Also, home court energy, all right? The Indiana Pacers, this is going to be their first finals game since the year 2000. That's when my Lakers beat the brakes off of the Pacers led by Reggie Miller, right? Pacers, but the atmosphere is going to be crazy in Indiana, right? They are currently 6-2 road record, but they're extremely tough at home, okay? Here's a little update, though. There's a minor injury to Tyrese Halliburton, right? It was just reported he's got some sort of a leg injury. If you're the Thunder, you cannot let up, okay, because this could be a distraction. You got to play him like if he's healthy, and as a matter of fact, if he's injured, you got to test that leg, right? So the officiating, hopefully they continue to let them play good and all that good stuff. Who do you guys have tonight, fam? Who do you guys have tonight? Let's see. I see Thunder are too strong. Let's go OKC. Yeah, I think so, man. I think I think the Thunder really have a grip on this series. Really, they should be up 2-0, but they gave away game one, if I'm being honest. Right? I saw players that shouldn't have been taking flip shots, jacking up threes in game one. Game two was much better, and I expect them to get better as the series progresses, right? Yo, what's up, Nick? Thank you for being a member, brother. I do appreciate you, man. Hopefully all is well. How you doing, fam? Also want to share with you guys a couple of interesting NBA rumors here since you guys made it early. Miles Turner's loyalty to the Pacers says here Indiana's Miles Turner is a key player in the finals, has remained with the Pacers despite years of rumors. Now, there's going to be teams that are going to throw a lot of money and even some interest his way, right? But if they win a championship by any crazy chance, I think he stays with the Pacers. I think the only way he leaves is they lose. Somebody offers him either a bigger role or bigger money combined, and he dips, right? So Jaylen Brown underwent arthroscopic surgery on his right knee. He is expected to be ready by the 2025-2026 training camp season. Rumor has it both him and Drew Holiday are being shopped, all right? Try to stay under that second apron for the Boston Celtics. So we could be seeing the end of a Boston Celtic era already, just so you guys know. Let's see here. As far as the Lakers, right? Our Los Angeles Lakers, after that, obviously, first-round playoff exit, we have been linked to potential trades. Rumors include a possible move to Utah Jazz, Walker Kessler to bolster their front court, and a 4-team trade proposal involving Chicago's Lonzo Ball and Toronto's players to acquire assets around LeBron James and Luka Doncic. This is according to SI.com as well as a couple of other sources. So the Jazz have been willing to listen to offers for both Walker Kessler and Lauri Markkanen, according to reports, which is something I predicted. I know there were some naysayers in the chat that thought he wouldn't get traded, but hey, you just never know. You just never know how a losing franchise like the Jazz is thinking. And they're going to test the market, apparently, for both of those players, and it's going to get really interesting. But I really like Walker Kessler. I think he fits us like a glove, and I'm willing to give up a lot for him. I'm willing to give up a first-round pick and Dalton Connect, which is already an overpay. But maybe even lift the protection off the pick they already have if that's what it takes, right? If that is what it takes. So I'm willing to give up, whatever it takes to get a player like that who's still, 23, 24 years old, fits the Luka timeline, and he would be perfect. What do you guys think of a potential trade for a player like Walker Kessler? Or do you guys prefer an offensive threat like Lauri Markkanen who can space the floor? I don't know. What do you guys prefer? I want to know for sure. Giannis Antetokounmpo. We got news today from Giannis. Although he's still under contract with Milwaukee for until 2027, 2028, trade rumors persist. ESPN's Brian Windhorst suggested that the NBA offseason could heat up quickly with insiders like Shams Charania preparing for draft-related moves. Okay, now that is crazy because it is buzzing tremendously, man, as June 25th and 26th NBA draft approaches of 2025. So Cooper Flag is projected to go number 1. We still don't know about the other picks, right? Who's going to get traded, whatever. But Kevin Durant trade talks are heating up. It says here the Phoenix Suns and Kevin Durant business partner Rick Kleiman are exploring trade options with teams like the Houston Rockets, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Miami Heat, the New York Knicks. However, the Knicks insider dismissed rumor of the Knicks push for Durant, calling the trade deadline offer claims, and I quote, cap. All right. The Suns aim to move Durant before or by the NBA draft, June 25th. So we should see some significant movement. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe because I got you guys with all the breaking news as soon as it happens. I will be attached to my phone and I will have my source on tap ready to go. So stay tuned for that, guys. We're promised a lot of different trade news and rumors, man. What do you guys think? What do you guys think Durant would best fit with, and where would you guys like to see him go? Personally, me, he's reaching the end of the road for me personally, and I'm honestly not sure where I would like to see Kevin Durant land. But it's going to be really interesting to see where he does go because it's Kevin Durant. He can still move the needle for some team. He might not move it for every team, but for some team out there, I'm pretty sure he will. So let's keep an eye out for that. That's going to be very interesting to see how that whole situation plays out. And again, Kevin Durant is going to be something, man. Who do you think wins tonight? I think the Thunder are going to take it, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Pacers win it since they're at home. Right? It's a coin flip right now, but you guys think he's going to go to New York for Karl Towns? They still need that big man. I don't know. I don't know if I would do that. Karl Towns is younger. I don't know. That would be interesting for sure. Let me go ahead and pull up the entries here, guys. We're gonna do just one Prize Picks entry today. All right. If you guys have it, you already know what it is. If you guys don't have it, get it. Download it today. Promo code DTF gets you $50. Okay, and then some. All right. So make sure you guys tap in. Still work, but shout out to you and the channel. Like and sub. Appreciate you, Richard. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Let's see. Who's your favorite NBA team? The Lakers, of course. Of course, man. And favorite NBA player of all time? Kobe Bean. Kobe Bean Bryant. All right, so this is my entry. I already had one. They got Jalen Williams for free today, so make sure you guys get in. Basically, he scores 1 point, you win that pick. I'm going to go less on Shea. I feel like the Pacers are going to game plan for him. I'm going to go more on Tyrese. I'm going to go more on Pascal, and I'm going to go more on Miles Turner. I'm thinking, yeah, it'll be something like that. We'll see what happens. It's just a little minor entry right here, nothing major. And then I'm going to go to underdog, and I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to go points, rebounds, assists, more on Halliburton. I think we go less again on Shea. We go more on Pascal. I'm going to go more on Chet. I'm going to go more on Jalen Williams. And I'm going to go more on – he's at home. So I think Nembhard goes higher than 11.5 points. I still think Lou Dort will go higher as well. And then the role players, those are the ones usually do worse on the road. I'm going to go lower on Hartstein. And then I'll go higher on Thomas Bryant. He's been putting in the work. All right, I guess that's the maximum pick entries right there. I'm going to go ahead and put $4 on it. All right, and with the flex entry, make sure we win something. All right, I'll fix that later. No worries. But that is going to be the entries for today. Wanted to get those out of the way. You think OKC wins tonight? Okay. I think OKC wins. I think OKC wins tonight as well. But nothing surprises me. Again, with the way the Pacers have been playing, if they can just control the glass, play off for their crowd, and can get Halliburton going, I think for sure the Pacers are going to have a chance. But still, nonetheless, man, the Thunder look really good. And I mean, I think there was only one team that could have stopped them from winning a championship, and that was our Lakers. And I'm just talking matchup purposes. I'm just talking Luka and LeBron duo. We never got the opportunity, unfortunately. So now I think they're going to run away with it, man. You might be right, Marcellus. They might not drop another single damn game. That's how good the Thunder are. And you know what, people? have underestimated them all year. But the truth of the reality is, I think we all know how deep they could be, and just how much firepower and how much depth that roster has. And again, credit to the coaching staff, and they're run really well. Their MVP is elite, and it's just going to get to the point where they're just going to be a juggernaut in the West, right? But yeah, apparently, like I said, back to the rumors. The Suns currently active in trade talks right now as we speak on Kevin Durant. Several teams are in conversations with the Phoenix Suns, and there's multiple reports stating that he will be dealt by the NBA draft. All right, now Phoenix is seeking a competitive package of premium rotation players and draft capital, which is also likely features 2025 draft picks. Now, they're trying to reset around Devin Booker. If I was the Suns, I trade them both. I trade everybody. You know, I get rid of all of it for sure. You have to. Devin Booker's not going to lead you into the promised land. I promise. So, you know, he's had his chance and all that, and you know, there goes KD again. KD came and KD went and made zero to minimal impact. So, D Free, what's up, my friend? He said KD's legacy is so shitty with all the movement. Man, he's who people think LeBron James is. Yeah, the thing about Kevin Durant is his championships are some of the most disappointing in NBA history, right? And he's only got 2 of them, which feels like half of one, because he joined the winningest team ever in the Golden State Warriors. And, you know, and it's a shame because, again, to me, and I've said this for a long time, Kevin Durant is the most disappointing superstar of all time. His bag was second to none. His offensive skill set, his ability to be clutching down the stretch, everything was good. But he took the easy route. And he continues to try to take the easy route, and it's just not. He's a mercenary at this point. It's just not working for him, you know? It's not. It's not. And it's unfortunate for him, but he's never going to be loved like he wanted to. The only thing that could save him, let's just say the Thunder lost in the finals, and he went to the Thunder, and he helped them to a title, that would save him, but that's still Shea's team. So I doubt that ever happens ever again. Right? So this is why there's a report saying he wants to go to Spurs. They're just looking for a young identity, a team that he can potentially put over the top, and that's what he's looking for, you know? So I don't know if he's going to find that, but I wish him the best. I wish him the best. Appreciate you, Kimmy Go. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that more than you know. But yeah, guys, today's finals matchup should be a good one. I will do post game if it's a close game. If it's a blowout, then I don't think anybody's interested in a post game for a blowout. But you know, let's hope for a good game tonight. I got the Thunder winning, I'd say 105 to 100. You know, I think it's gonna be close, and we'll see how everything is. Isaiah Porter, I've been okay, man. I've been okay. A little sad, a little disappointed with what was going on in my city. I grew up, born and raised in Los Angeles, but you know, we holding up, man. You know, recently heard of somebody whose business got raided, you know, and they took their family members, and it's heartbreaking. You know, it's sad to see, but hey, I guess you know, they want to label all my people as criminals when we're just hardworking people that came here for a chance at a better life, and now all of that is getting ruined by politics, right? And that's why I really don't talk a lot about politics, because I feel like politics are more so to divide and conquer people than to help people, right? We year after year we vote, you know, every 4 years, every term, every election, we vote for somebody thinking that it's going to be, you know, something special, and it ends up being a disappointment. And I haven't voted since Obama, to be honest with you, for the same reason. For the same reason, is that the elections consistently let us down. And I'm sure there's a bunch of people that are happy with what's going on right now, but all I'm gonna say is, you know, it could start with my people and then it'll end up with yours. So we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens, but hopefully not. Prayers up for all the families involved and everything, bro. And just disappointed. I'm just disappointed in the results of, and even how some people have been taking to the media to portray an entire culture of Los Angeles, calling us thugs and all this and all that, when people just want a better life for themselves. So disappointed, but it is what it is, man. Not going to get into politics. I think I've talked enough about that all week amongst my family and friends, and I'm kind of sick of the topic, to be honest. I want to watch some sports. Do you think the Olympics is coming in 2026? LA is a mess. Can I be honest with you? I do believe it's coming, but not for the right reasons. You know what I mean? not for the right reasons. And I love the Olympics and everything, and I want to go to a couple games and stuff. But right now, I don't even think that topic is as important as what is really happening right now. Yeah, a lot of stuff is supposed to be happening late, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Stuff is getting interesting to say the least. By the way, where I live in the IE, where I currently stay, I'm starting to see a lot of protests and stuff like that. So power to my people, man, especially those that are doing it in a safe manner and staying safe out there and not destroying stuff, because that's not what we're all about. How boring has the finals been? Lowest views ever, if I'm correct. I'm not bored. I enjoy basketball. I would have much preferred the Lakers to be in the finals. But you know what, Nielsen? I am not bored at all. This has been a very good series. Very good. I just don't want to see any more blowouts. That's bad for ratings, bad for TV, bad for basketball. Right? It's bad. So maybe JD. I've thought of that before, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. They want to clear LA to open space for the Olympics, which is why they're deporting all these people. Yeah, well, they're gonna lose out on a lot of stuff by doing that. They're gonna see over the next couple of years. Finals have been amazing. Yeah. I don't know what bro's talk. Maybe bro hasn't watched. You gotta pay attention, bro. The finals have been good, especially game one. We won another game one type game. The game two, it wasn't that great because obviously it was predictable. I thought the Thunder would actually win that game, but we won another game one style of basketball game. You see why some of us hate Trump and what he stood for, but Jack Wagons say both sides are the same. Politics is a tricky thing, bro. I try to stay away from it because I don't want to divide anybody. I want everybody to love each other, man. At the end of the day, we're all one race. We're the human race. People want to, the MAGA people want to say, make America great again, versus the other side wants to say, oppression and this and that. I think right now we're seeing what the truth is. The truth is that one side is a bully and the other side is a victim, right? But again, I don't expect compassion from that side, because the reason they even voted for this guy in the first place is because they're lacking tons of compassion and understanding. If they didn't, then maybe they would have, say, reconsidered who they vote for. But again, I can't even comment because I didn't vote for anybody in this last election. I just don't believe in the way the government is right now. I love my country. I love the United States, but man, I don't think they love me or my people back the same way we love them. So it really makes you start to reconsider some things, and it makes you look at things differently, man. They treat hardworking Mexican Americans like we're criminals, and we have helped build this society, and it is what it is, man. Again, this could be. I need to bring the podcast back. It's time. It's time. Hit the like button, man. We get 150 likes on this video. I'm bringing the podcast back because I think I need to have a voice again when it comes to all these other things. But this ain't the place to do it. This is all about unity, man. This is all about basketball and sports are supposed to bring us together, not divide us, So I don't want to bring that conversation here. An important conversation should be had on my second channel, Primetime TV, on the podcast is coming. I think that needs to happen for sure. I think that needs to happen yesterday. You know what I mean? So, yeah. My favorite football team is the Rams, my friend. We got Pacer fans in here. What's up, man? Hey, good luck to you, bro. Good luck to you tonight. You're going to need it. They do have home court. They have won over home court advantage because of of the fact that they stole one on the road. But man, regardless, man, I still think the Thunder are going to be a tough out. But anyways, guys, that is going to wrap it up for me. I appreciate you guys so much for tapping in for the small conversation and all that good stuff. And again, make sure you guys follow over on Primetime, because I do want to bring back the podcast, the podcast, late nights with me and Yessie. And also I want to bring back Beyond Sports, all of that. I need to start bringing it back, fam. I need to start bringing it back now that I have more time with the offseason here. However, July approaches quickly, and you guys will see me here a lot, breaking down the news, the rumors, and everything in between. So stay tuned for that, guys. If you already haven't, make sure you follow over on Playback. All right, shout out to Kimmy Goat. She already put out the link. I do have the game airing over there. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys get there early for a chance at a VIP pass. That tips off right now in about 5 minutes or so. So stay tuned for that. And also, second channel, Primetime TV. You guys are interested in podcasts by your boy. I bring it back usually every summer. It goes away during the season just based off of how busy I am. Got to bring it back, and I'm going to bring back 2 podcasts, the one with me and my girl and my own. So stay tuned for that. and everything, guys. You guys know where to find me for breaking news, basketball talk, and so much more, and everything Lakers, of course. And I will see you guys, hopefully, if we have a good game here for post-game. If not, then I'll see you guys on the next one for sure. But regardless, Playback TV, okay, over there on GOAT Central. Make sure you guys follow. We have one of the best playback channels on the app. Absolutely free to follow. Absolutely free if you get a VIP pass to watch along, especially if you're on the road. It's perfect. So tap in, guys. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. This video is brought to you by Prize Picks, and also it is brought to you by Underdog. All right, you guys know promo code DTLF gets you guys all those bonuses, all those free entries, and the deposit matches up to 50% on Underdog and $50 with your first $10 deposit and play on Prize Picks. So get in on the action. We still have some action this year. All right, the season's about to end. I will see you guys here for post game. Hopefully, if this is a good game. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. All right, enjoy. Peace.